Are you interested in attending Special Forces assessment and selection? Are you prepared to go? Have you done everything that you can that's within your power to ensure that you're able to attend, crush, and get selected? If there's any hint of hesitation there, guys, more than likely the answer is no. With that in mind, I want to give you another tool that you can gravitate towards that's going to help you get that much more prepared. If you haven't done so already, guys, check out the description box below. Go to the Patreon. There you'll have access to a variety of prep courses that I put together geared towards helping you attend and crush Special Forces in selection. Once you get signed up, you'll get access to the Discord where at any given times, there's 90 other dudes on there that's currently going through the Special Forces journey. Some of them are currently at airborne school. Others have just graduated basic and AIT. Others have been a selection. Some have gotten selected. Some haven't. But it's a community that I'm trying to build to give you guys an outlet so you could communicate with guys that are currently going through the same process. And on top of that, guys, you'll get access to me at any given times for any question that you might have. So if you have any doubt, guys, on whether or not you are ready to attend, I encourage you to check out the Patreon, all right? It's going to cost you $19 to either live a life of fulfillment or a life of regret. Fulfillment in knowing that you paid the $19 to go get the information that's going to give you the edge over the next dude to attend and crush selection. Regret in knowing that you didn't spend that $19 to give yourself an edge. Now you attended and failed selection. It's $19. If you don't like what you see at the Patreon, you can always cancel your subscription, guys. The intent here, guys, is to help you prep so you could attend and crush selection. So if you haven't done so already, go over to the Patreon. I'll see you there. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I wanted to do a video today to elaborate on why Gen Zers should join the military, right? So there's a quote that goes around stating that hard times create hard men, right? Hard times. 2001, 2003, for the past 20 years, those have been hard times, right? In my generation, we've been fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan. That hard time that we went through created strong men like myself and others. Now, we as strong men, we as, battle-tested individuals, we as citizens that lived through the 9/11 era, we're creating good times. During these good times, these, weak-ass Generation Z individuals, these fucking TikTok individuals that are in the military, publicly degrading in uniform, making videos about why, people shouldn't join the military, poking fun at the military. We are responsible for that, right? We created that environment for these weak ass individuals to be able to excel. Now, these weak ass individuals, what are they going to do? They're then going to go create hard times, right? Because they don't have what it takes to keep the nation strong, to keep the times good, right? They're gonna fold, and then these weak ass individuals, they're then gonna create hard times again, all right? And then we're gonna go back through that vicious cycle over and over again. So why am I talking to you about this? Guys, I wanna address this because I want you to understand that it's our fault, right? It's my generation's fault because we are the strong men that are currently in charge of shit. But of course, that's not gonna last, right? I'm gonna get old, you're gonna get old, and when we are old, these weak ass Gen Zers, right, softer than baby shit, they're gonna be the ones that's gonna be in charge of this nation. So as the strong men, as the individuals in charge right now, we have the ability to do something about it, right? Because they are our kids. We're the one that raised them to be the way that they are now. The TikTok generation, the fucking YouTube generation, the screen fucking addictive generation. That is our fault. Let's practice some personal accountability and try to fix it before it gets out of hand. Because like I mentioned, guys, it's a vicious cycle. It's going to happen again. So I wanted to make a video today to address that and just kind of list some reason why Gen Zers should join the military. Now, if I had it my way, if I was president for a day, I would make it mandatory for everybody to serve in the military. Because I've been to these other countries that do that, and I've seen the outcome in their youth. Everybody's fit, everybody's fucking smart, and everybody's ready to take the fight to whoever might show up at their doorstep. That's how it is around the world. And if I was in charge of shit, I would make it to where everyone that serves in part of our government has to have some type of civil service. Because then they would understand what it means to be a soldier. They would understand what it means to be a public servant. And when they go to make these decisions that affect soldiers' lives, they were once soldiers, policemen, and whatever. So they would better understand the power that they have and why they're making the decision that they're making. Because I can tell you right now, guys, once you serve and you understand the military and what we're responsible for as far as taking care and protecting the American people, you'll look at things in a different light. And once you've been to these parts of the world that we've been in as soldiers, then you'll understand what America is and what it gives to you as a citizen. And then you'll want to do everything that you can to protect it, to make sure our life doesn't go to shit. So it really boils my blood when I see these freaking Gen Zers or these TikTokers, explaining why folks shouldn't join the military or why they're not joining the military. And they, talk about how, we're serving abroad in all these different countries, and they just don't understand, right? So I'm going to break it down a little bit further for you guys. So why is our military serving in all these different countries around the world? It's a play that's been around, ever since I can remember. We serve in all these different countries, constantly sending special forces guys and other soldiers around the world as a deterrent mechanism. Why? Because we don't want to fight a war on American soil. So by partnering with all these different nations, by making friends with them, we're essentially building a platform that allows us to fight on their soil, right? If a war broke down in the Middle East and, and we got to go into Iraq or Afghanistan, like we can easily go to Jordan and say, yo, we've been here for, the past 30 years helping you out. Yo, let me fight out of your country. Right? We can do that as opposed to letting the enemy get closer and closer to our shores, to our land, right? We want to fight them on their soil. And that's why we are all around the world. That's why we do what we do the way that we do it. So when I hear folks talking about, yeah, we're going abroad, we're doing this, we're sending money over here, like you just don't understand. You don't understand what you don't understand. And I get it, right? Because if we don't do that, I guarantee you the fight is going to be brought to our shores. And trust me, that's something that you do not want. Another thing I need you guys to understand is, and I get it, right? Ignorant is bliss. You don't know what you don't know. We live in a bubble here in the United States, right? We stay within our walls and we try not to venture out from it. But I need you to understand that there's people out there waiting for an opportunity to take the United States down. It's like that with every empire since the beginning of time. When you're at the top of the food chain, everybody below you is looking for an opportunity to take you down. And right now, the United States, we've been that prize. In the last 20 or so years, people have been trying. And they're going to keep trying. And once they do, what do you think is going to happen? Who do you think is going to step up to protect the country? If it's you, I'm worried. Because you guys are soft. You guys are getting soft. But I need you to understand, like, if this country falls, all your TikTok videos, all the fame you're trying to gain, all that shit that you've got now, what do you think is going to happen to it? Somebody has to protect your way of life. And if it's not you, then who the fuck is it going to be? Who's going to do it? If everybody has the same mindset as you have as far as not serving, who's going to step up to protect this nation? To protect what you've got? No one. So guess what? Somebody around the world that's currently training, that's getting hard to come take what you've got, they're just going to walk in here and they're going to take it. And you're not going to have anyone else to blame but yourself. And if you're saying to yourself, oh, that's not going to happen, then look at 9/11. We didn't think that shit was going to happen at all. Right? Look at that incident. Look at what they did to us. Somebody out there is planning the next 9/11. And as my generation gets older, we're going to rely on you guys to do your part. But here you are talking about how you're not going to serve because of X, Y, and Z. Not wanting to pick up the mantle. I just want to throw out those facts, guys, because I want you guys to understand the severity of this, right? Because I see it getting worse and worse with the recruiting numbers not being met yet again, with the soldiers that are in just freaking defeated and no motivation and no sense of prior purpose. This generation right now, this Gen Z generation that's currently getting ready to take charge, you're going to create a fucked up situation for this country if you don't get it together. With that said, guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about a few reasons why you should join the military as a Gen Z, right? I'm going to share with you what it's done for me because I joined when I was 18, right? And it's got me to the point that I am today. I'm just going to share a few with you, and hopefully that serves somebody out there that's on the ropes regarding joining the military, right? So the number one thing that joining the military has done for me, guys, is it gave me the opportunity to go on several different adventures, right? By adventures, I mean just traveling the world and seeing how the world moves and seeing different countries and seeing different things, the good, the bad, the ugly. Over the past 20 years, I've seen it all. And all that's done is make me appreciate the United States that much more. Right? Because right now, guys, let's be honest with each other. Majority of you guys live in this bubble that, my generation has created. Right? You've never traveled outside the country. You've never seen other countries at their worst. Right? Second, third world countries. And I get it. It's not your fault for not experiencing that. But that's a reality around the world. That's the number one thing that being in the military has done for me, right? Giving me an opportunity to venture out of this bubble that is the United States and seeing how the other half lives. Another reason why you should join is just a sense of purpose, right? I get it. Not everyone is going to join. That much I know, right? But somewhere out there, there's a dude that's just like me that's like, man, I want to go do something bigger than myself. I want to be part of that minority that says, you know what? Send me. Let me go freaking crush some skulls. Send me. Somewhere out there, there's a dude, all right? And that is your purpose. So embrace it and go do work and do what you got to do. Another reason why you should join is just that camaraderie and that brotherhood. Till this day, I still talk with some of the guys that I've served with, over 20 plus years ago. So if you're looking for that, all right, if you want that, then the military can give that to you, right? And then, guys, that's the financial aspect of it also. I've seen a lot of videos about guys talking about, McDonald's pays more than the military does, and just a bunch of crap. What they don't take into account is all the extra benefits that you get by being in the military, whether it's free college, free dental, free medical, room and board, right? Food. You get all of that while you're in the military. Yeah, you can make more money in McDonald's, but you still got to pay for your dental. You still got to pay for your medical. You still got to pay for your eyes. You still got to pay for a bunch of other shit. By the time you get done with that, your pay is going to be next to nothing. So the military does a lot of things financially that guys just don't understand. Another reason why you should join the military is, guys, to protect your way of life, to protect your family, to protect your siblings. Because I'm telling you right now, there's people around the world that wants to do you harm. You don't see it because you're too busy with your head in the sand, watching TikTok videos and shit, and you just don't see the fucking danger that's lurking around these corners that is the world. They're coming for you. They don't like the United States, man. Some of these places where we go, people hate us just because we're Americans. I can attest to that. They don't give a shit whether I'm black, white, Asian, yellow, pink, blue. It doesn't matter. Somebody has to step up to defend against all of that. And if all of you guys are saying, I don't want to join because of X, Y, and Z, you're not seeing the bigger picture, man. It's fucking real out here. And in order for you to step in and fill the mantle that guys like me are going to leave behind, you got to be on it, man. You got to be hard. You got to go figure it out. You got to be smart, right? Guys, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know whether you think the Gen Zers should join. And if not, then what's going to happen to this great nation of ours, all right? Eager to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. Until next time, take care of yourself.